Good morning on this very cold morning. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico style, record-breaking cold today, huh?
Yeah, record cold in many locations. We're knocking on record here in Albuquerque. 6 below is the record for the month of February. And last I checked, it was 5 below zero. So ridiculously cold. And then with the wind,
it's
10
horrible.
to 40 degrees below zero wind chill. It's ridiculous.
I have to say, I hate it. I absolutely, I can't sugarcoat this one. I hate it. And I like being cold when I go to sleep and having the covers and warming up. I like being able to wear winter clothes. But this is ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it?
It is. And thankfully, like, most of us have power, but some people are having issues with power this morning down toward Alamogordo and even affecting part of the metro area. So that's an issue. Hopefully that'll get straightened out because we do need that heat.
That's absolutely true. Now more than ever. And of course it will get better. So as you said earlier, I think on the news, there is a light at the end of this very dark tunnel. But we will see sunshine, so that's a good thing. And we'll talk, of course, more about the weather later. But let's talk a little bit about last night. Did you watch Idol?
I did. I got to watch the beginning of it. And in the very beginning, when it was coming on, there was that message that flashed across saying they apologized for Steven Tyler's comments or overreaction.
Yeah, it said something like, we apologize for Steven Tyler's last week's behavior or something to that effect. I had no idea. I actually rewound my DVR 3 different times to see, was it a joke? Was there a joke somewhere that I'm missing in here? Because I don't think he had bad behavior at all.
Me either. I thought he's very funny. I think he's added a lot to the show. It's very interesting. And, you know, I looked it up on the internet. I was like Googling, like, what is this all about?
Oh, you did?
And everyone is confused. I cannot find a straight answer on it. So maybe we'll find out. Maybe they'll release a statement on it. I don't know.
Yeah, and if the writers of American Idol are trying to put in some little jokes, you know, clue us in, because we didn't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. I thought he was great. In fact, last week, do you remember how amazing he was when that singer we were talking about, when his girlfriend in the wheelchair came in? He hugged and kissed her. He's a warm, loving guy. So, I don't know. Yeah. Apparently, they're saying that he was exploiting her or something. I don't know how that's even possible, because I felt like he was so warm and kind.
Yeah, you know, I've gotten good feelings or a good vibe from him. I like him.
Really, really good feedback from the show. And oh, baby, baby. Or should I say, oh, baby, baby. Britney Spears. Good news on Britney Spears' front. She is releasing her new album this spring. And the singer announced her 7th studio album, Femme Fatale, is coming out in March. Spears says she has been working hard on this for 2 years, and she considers it her best album to date.
Yeah, she says Femme Fatale is true to where she is personally and professionally. Spears has sold close to 70 million albums during her career so far, and this one may be the best one ever.
Oh, yeah. Well, her new single, Hold It Against Me, is already #1 on the charts. I've heard it. I love it. I have to say, before that whole crazy time, which I can understand her getting to because crazy paparazzi, before that, you know, she had some amazing music. And now she's back to that Britney again, that stronger, you know, remember when she had Stronger and Baby Baby and Oops, and that's when she was just in her prime, and I think she's back.
And she looks good, too. I saw her just the other day on the cover, I think, of Cosmo magazine. And I thought it was her little sister, because she just looks so young and thin. She just looks really good, too. So.
No, she looks really good, and she really came out of her problems very well, but unfortunately some people didn't. Lindsay Lohan's barely out of rehab, and now...
Yeah, you can almost hear the people saying, good grief.
Yeah.
What now?
I know.
What's going on?
Well, here's what's going on. She's being investigated for possible grand theft. Possibly stole a $2,500 necklace from an LA store near her house. This is what the police are saying. They say the jewelry was reported missing on January 22nd. I mean, honestly, the poor thing, just after 3 weeks out of rehab, she is already off track. Again, I don't know what it will take for
Maybe
this girl.
She's spending so much money on lawyers because of all the trouble she's been in. But yeah, Tuesday, officers obtained a search warrant for her home. They found the necklace there. No comment so far from Lohan's attorney.
Unbelievable. Meanwhile, the prosecutors in Riverside County are still deciding whether they should press battery charges against her over an altercation in December with a worker at the Betty Ford Center. Remember, we talked about that. All this while, Lindsay remains on probation from her 2007 drunk driving case. Any additional convictions could send her right back to jail. And, you know, the thing is, she is talented. Have you ever seen her act? I mean, she's good.
She is, and she was good as a little kid. I always remember from Parent Trap.
That's right.
So cute.
That's right, Parent Trap. And I also remember when she hosted Saturday Night Live. She was funny. She's got a really quick wit. She's funny. She's, I don't know.
Maybe she can turn it around like Spears.
I hope so. Britney did a good job. But Elton John has some tough love for another person who's in a little bit of trouble right now, and that is the Piano Man.
Yeah, the 60-year-old new father is sending a message to his friend Billy Joel.
That's right. Elton John told Rolling Stone magazine that Billy Joel needs to take his alcohol problem seriously. John calls Joel a conundrum and says the musicians have had to cancel numerous tours because of illnesses and alcoholism.
For his part, John has taken his battle with drug abuse public in the past. So far, there hasn't been any response from Joel about John's remarks.
That's too bad. I mean, another brilliant, talented person. I actually have to tell you, when I was in high school, I saw the two of them on tour together, and they were amazing. So, you know, obviously, he's a good friend. He just wants to see his friend get better.
Yeah, hopefully he can.
And, of course, we want to see the weather get better.
Yeah, it is going to get better, but just got to get through this morning.
Okay,
Here's the forecast.